AviNation, and this is Tram Talk. I'm going to go ahead and let our guest introduce herself and who she's with.
Thanks, Jordan. My name is Rochelle Kanianthra. I'm with Delta Professional Services. We're a wholly owned subsidiary of Delta Airlines, and I'm just here to talk to Jordan today about our ATP-CTP course.
Yeah, so will you tell us what makes your guys' course so much more special?
Thank you for asking. So absolutely, what makes our course different are the instructors who teach for us. Every instructor that teaches ATP-CTP for DPS, whether it's in the classroom or whether it's in the simulator portion, are all former airline pilots. 95% of them are actually retired airline pilots with decades of airline experience. And we have a small portion of instructors who are out on medical, also with years of airline experience. So those who are teaching this introduction to airline operations have actually done the job themselves for years. So it's a unique environment.
That's very cool, and I bet all your guys' students really appreciate that.
They definitely do. In fact, with our course, we of course give all the requirements that the course requires. But in addition to that, we give some additional briefings knowing that everyone who takes our course is getting ready to apply to the airlines. And so we give a lot of extra tips on hiring, the hiring forecast, bidding and seniority, and things that people who are coming into the airlines really want to know.
That's a really good deal, and I bet that information is so helpful. Do you guys feel like setting them up with information about interviewing and just everything you need to know about airlines is something special that you guys really put as a standard?
Absolutely, absolutely. While those items are not part of the advisory circular that dictates the course, these are just above and beyond. And so additional time and additional resources are added to the course to accommodate for this. But our students have told us that these are the things that have helped them. I just spoke to a student last week who took the course in November. He actually got a call from Delta in December, and he started class at Delta in March. And he said the information he received at our course was priceless in helping him through all of those steps and just knowing what to expect. I think a lot of it is just, it's such a new environment for people that they're not sure what to expect, and this really helped with that.
Yeah, that's really cool that you guys can prepare them like that. Aside from all of that, I want to ask you personally, what's a piece of advice you want to give to not just your students, but anyone watching this interview?
I think my advice is just to do your research when you're looking for not just where to take courses or flight instruction or things like that, but really do your research, talk to people, find out about the different airlines, about the different ways there are to build flight time, because there are so many ways. In fact, the airlines right now are not only hiring people from the military, they're not only hiring people from the regionals, they're hiring people who are flying, for doing corporate flying. They're hiring people who are doing Part 135, Part 91, and so the airlines are actually picking up people from all different backgrounds. So do your research and find out what option is best for you.
That's some really good advice, and so true. Do you want to tell them one thing, like for people who are looking at your school, do you want to leave them with maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I really think there's something to be said. So the ATP-CTP course, if you're not familiar, is a requirement to get your ATP. So before you can take your ATP written, before you can take your ATP practical check ride, you have to take the ATP-CTP course and actually take that grad certificate with you to both of those next exams. And so if you're going to take that time, it's a 7-day course. If you're going to invest that money, why not do it with instructors who have actually done the job so that they can help prepare you for what is next in your career? And it's not the flying part that we're teaching, because the people that come to us already know how to fly airplanes. What we're introducing them to is the Part 121 operations, or the airline operations side of things. And that's the piece that's so unique here with these former pilots as instructors.
Yeah, that's really cool how you guys have former pilots, because I think that's something special that definitely sets you guys apart. And everyone from your guys' business is super nice. So I think people should definitely check it out. Do you want to tell us how you got involved with DPS?
Absolutely. So I started flying back in college, flight instructed at Purdue and at the University of Illinois, and eventually got on with the regional airlines. And so I flew Jetstream 32s, I flew CRJ 200s. I then took a break from the aviation business. When I had my children, I stayed home with them for a while. And then a couple years ago, got back in with Delta Professional Services, and I've been able to be a part of their ATP-CTP course ever since, watching it grow, watching our standards and our quality just improve, watching everyone hold themselves to a higher standard, because everyone's so invested in these students. And that part is so contagious. And so all of us are just constantly working and doing anything we can to assist the students that take our course to get to the next thing in their career.
That's a really awesome story, and I love how you started in college. Like right away, you just knew what you wanted to do. I love that so much. One other question I got for you. What is your favorite part about your job? Because obviously you love flying, but I'm sure there's a lot of great parts to working for DPS.
There really are. Number one is the people, of course. We have a wonderful team, not only of instructors, but the team in the office. Everyone is such a pleasure to work with. They're all working hard to do the best job they can to create the best course we can. But just as important as that are the students who reach out to us regularly. And so whether they're on campus completing the course, whether they've finished the course and they're reaching back out to us to let us know that they have gotten an interview at an airline or they've gotten a job and they're so excited, that is definitely my favorite piece. It's just to see these people make those steps through their career and get to the place where they wanted to be.
That would definitely be so cool. I could just imagine someone getting a hold of you and they're like, I got a job. I would be so excited for them.
Yes.
So definitely check out DPS, guys, because they're awesome. Thank you so much for joining our Tram Talk.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.